Somebody joining this melody. That's the only way we're gonna be. A junkie walking through the twilight. I'm on my way home. I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Stand as far away from me as you can and ask me why. Hang on to your rosary bead, close your eyes to watch me die. You keep saying, kick it, quit it, God, but did you ever try to turn your sick soul inside out so that the world can watch you die? People all over the world.
Your next Alquan. I got the answer. I can handle the hard stuff.
See, they say that Angel Snub No. 7 don't care about the people. But Angel Snub No. 7 cares about the people because I'm bold enough to tell you the truth. And I don't give a damn if you give me a dime. I'm not looking for your money.
Black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
We are in a state of emergency. Reginald, wrote a song about it, like to hear it? Here it goes. Free your mind.
Peace, Myron, always. I'm so Sister B, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the people who helped to the medical provider for my uncle Taalik. And it has meant so much to us that you will help, because without you guys, his life would not be possible, and we would not be able to stay ready. And I want to say, for all of you that helped and that donated, I would really like to give a big thanks, and I hope I can meet you one day and say thank you in person. I love you guys. And bye. Bye. Peace, Reverend, always. Peace, Reverend, always. Peace, Reverend, always.
Everybody jump.
No black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody.
In a state of emergency.
Wrote a song about it? Like to hear? Here it go.
Free your mind.
You're real.
What you?
Because I keeps it real like that. I keeps it real.
Yes. Oh, ain't that? Got to have that. It's
to ring out in perfect harmony, Ellis becomes the first of the divas to offer the world her singular sound. And she does just that on Southern Cat.
Hey, not to be popular. It just, I'm inspired by my brother, that RealityTemple's brother, the most powerful voice on the internet, that Angel Snubbing Up Slamming. That's right, brother. I'm calling you out, brother. I'm building you. I'm putting you out there, brother. I'm shouting you out. That's my inspiration.
We're talking about not falling into the teacher trap, not falling into the website trap. So today, what teachers can you learn from? We just told you that the Akawu tells you that we're all a great teacher at the same time. So who are you going to learn from? You're going to learn from brothers like Sonetta. You're going to learn the positives and negatives from brothers like Sonetta. You're going to learn the positives and negatives of people like Brother Polite. The positives and negatives of people like Sarah Seti. You're going to learn from Maurice Muhammad, Taalik Ibn'rad. You're going to learn from Netiquette. You're going to learn. You definitely going to learn from King Noble. You definitely going to learn a little something, something from Brother Daku.
One of these days you're going to see me, but I've been right here all the time. Hey, 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 you're going to reach out to touch me, but I won't be there by your side. No, 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 you're gonna wish you could treat me thirsty like the desert ground.
Come on in. We will not be defeated. Doctors' illusions.
Dragon Manifest. Welcome to the RealitysTemple on Earth, Dragon Manifest.
Thank you for having me, brother. This is an honor. I've been watching you for at least a couple years now.
Yes, sir.
From the first time I got hip to your channel, I've been hooked ever since. I'm always looking out for new videos. I mean, when I first saw your channel, I said, "Oh, this is an ancestor that has most definitely returned. Yes. Most definitely. This is not a new ancestor. This is an old ancestor." You could hear, you could feel the ancestors through you. You know, most people probably say, "What is he talking about?"
Right.
They don't get it. You gotta be on that level.
About Terry frowning like that with her album because she's cute. She thinks she's cute.
That's all I got to say. She cruel.
Terry thinks she's cute. Huh?
Thanks, son.
She came out with a different attitude. I feel like a man to me. Remember we did our film?
That's old school. Life has changed. What the real?
Wait, what was it? Mr. T did in Rocky. What was it? Rocky 3. Was it Rocky 3? You don't love my face.
There we go. I don't have a lot to say. Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Ron.
I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Taalik. I'm the brother that did my Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up.
Come to see Terry. That's Terry, Cindy, and Ron. It's Terry.
Break it down. Give him something he can feel. Watch it.
It's Terry.
It's important for the Black youth, especially, to know that we did have a history and that we did great things and that we had great people, and those things were not in the history books when I was in school. And what I'd like to be doing 5 years from now is attempting to rewrite the history books so that they'll know that.
but you, a lot of your video content to me was very informative. You know, the things you talked about had substance, man. And I first really knew about you because of JT Rowley 1, Real Nigga News. And you and him got into a conflict with each other. And when I did my website, you were the only brother. And let me stress that. Because when I did that website, blackcommune.net, and I did the video and I asked the Black YouTube community, the so-called Black YouTube community, to give me your videos. Because at the time, a lot of brothers were getting flagged and videos taken down. So I said, you know what? You can put your videos on my website so that the message can still be heard for all to hear. You know, something like, you know, a little I made that website for everyone, but you were the only one that gave me permission to use your videos. And I thought that was very honorable of you and really a testament to how much you cared about the Black community.
Everybody who is Black and interested in Black people, let us sit down and find out how we can get together in one direction against one enemy and accomplish this job overnight.
When soul singer and Black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, Black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi. This is Dusty Basement Studios, and we approve of this message.
Welcome to the RealitysTemple on Earth. My name is Jeroen, and I would like to say that Angel Snub7 isn't a racist at all. He's a good friend.
I do want to say something right now. There is a YouTuber who has really got in my heart, and that is Angel Snub7. He reminds me a lot of my father. My father died last year of a heart attack,
and that is Brother Taalik from the RealityTemple's On Earth channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. You know, he's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Morals are just, subjective. But when you have laws and things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to RealityTemple in the building. Just for myself, I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though, Justin.
We want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right.
a lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
My brother Angel Snub 7 at the RealitysTemple. And to give props to him, because I listened to all of Angel Snub 7's videos. I think that he comes from a different angle. And there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KNBS, and he has also challenged the Black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot stand and will not stand and will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
And my name is Myron. They call me Sniffy. My name Myron Johnson. They call me Sniffy. They call me Sniffy. My cousin is Dr. Umar Yaman. I'm here to give y'all a message. Y'all better leave my cousin alone. That's what y'all better do. My cousin Umar doing good work for y'all. Y'all some stupid ass niggas, man. Y'all ain't giving the man no money.
Himself, and you don't realize it. You don't realize it, that God has been in prison. The devil was able to imprison God. So right inside your own self, your God self has been in prison, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You have to bring RealityTemple here on earth. RealityTemple here on earth.
Yes, sir.
We have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
Be a man of greatness now, a man so tall, a man so kind. Be a man of wisdom now, a man of mind, a man of life. Be a man of kindness now, a man so big and strong in mind. Be a man so humble now, a man of men now let it shine. This is what you are, this is how it was planned now. This is what to be, every kind of man now. This is what to see, with a kind of meaning. This is what to feel, with a kind of feeling. We are growing and higher. We are growing and higher. We are growing and higher.
Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started quickly. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started. Ride. Let's get this party started quickly.
A junkie walking through the twilight. I'm on my way home. I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again. Stand as far away from me as you can and ask me why. Hang on to your rosary bead, close your eyes to watch me die. You keep saying, kick it, quit it, God, but did you ever try to turn your sick soul inside out so that the world can watch you die?
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter.
What's wrong with you, child? Grandma, my tummy hurt. I drank some water. I ate some more potato chips. My tummy still hurt, Grandma. Oh, come over here. Then Grandma go to the cabinet and get that big bottle of castor oil. Ugh, woo, that's some terrible stuff. And she put all that grease in that spoon, and you take that. Man, that's nasty, Grandma. What? Shut up. Just swallow that. Your stomach hurt, don't it? It's nasty. But next thing you know, hey, Grandma, my stomach don't hurt no more, Grandma. Of course, I'm your grandma. I'm older than you. I have experience. I understand your problem. I understand your problem. You have no understanding of your problem. Sure.
You know, so like I said, all I can say is, hey, each is to his own, like they say, but he goes along over here at Operation Exodus, Mississippi, aka RealityTemple on Earth. He goes along. Let me know when you're ready for me to go.
Go.
All right. Yes, once again, everyone, apologize for technical difficulties. This your soul brother Taalik, who you best know from Operation Exodus, Mississippi, as well as an ad assistant to our brother Angel Snup 7 of RealityTemple on Earth. I like to, chime in on a few things that he spoke about, the other day dealing with the Aboriginal situation, dealing with soul people who always claiming Aboriginal or Native American or whatever, and all this other good stuff, that we claim other than who we really truly are as a people. But I want to just say this, out of all the years and all the time that we claim these different titles, whether it be Nation of Islam, Tribe of Shabazz, Moorish Temple, Moors, you know what I'm saying, the Hebrew Israelites, Kemetic, Egyptologists, African, pro-African, pan-African, pro-black African, pro-black pan-African, all this other crap, Nubian, Sabian, and the list goes on. I mean, at the end of the day, we're still in bondage after over 400 years. And we still don't have a land to call our own. We don't have no official government land that back us. So this is why all this stuff that's still happening to us is so people in this country continues to happen to us, regardless of all them titles. And I mean, all these books, like the Holy Quran, the Torah, the Bible, ain't been able to save none of us from what's been happening to us as a group of people over these years. No matter how many times our ancestors prayed to some mysterious God, for us to be delivered from this bondage, no matter how much a lot of us pray even to today to a mysterious God to be delivered from this bondage. We're still in bondage, okay? And it ain't changed nothing for our condition as a people. So where we stand right now today is remaining where we're at, whether it's mass incarceration, modern day Jim Crow, whether it's different forms of slavery, maybe not in the way our ancestors were enslaved, but, still under the, clutch of slavery, the clutches of slavery, according to, this nation's 13th Amendment of this Constitution, we're still in bondage. And so none of your religious dogma, none of your philosophical dogma, or, identity titles that we choose to go by as people has been able to save us from that. And I'm sure that by now, some of those of us who's halfway woken up can concur with this message. And I must say too that we have like I say, no laws that we're protected by, and that's respected, and that even the racists in this nation have to respect. And that's just the reality of the situation. So there we go. Again, being a statistic, whether it's being a prison number, a county jail number, or one of these racist institutional mental health inmates statistics, or being, unjustly charged for a crime that one didn't commit, So we still got to deal with all this. Being sent to prison over trumped up charges, over crimes that we didn't commit. We still got to deal with this as soul people. So our religious philosophies and other teaching philosophies and ideologies have not been able to save us from this in no kind of way, you give me one, and I'll still be waiting, to see that as a reality manifest, because it ain't gonna manifest because it's not reality. But I'll say this, that looking at the state where we're at now as a people, we may not be, after all, it may be too late for us to really redeem ourselves from the ashes of being in over 400 years of bondage in the slave-like condition that we've been in for so long, because of the different divisive, state of minds that we're in that's keeping us so divided. Whether it's dealing with our mixed emotions or mixed opinions, or, because I don't like that tribe, or that tribe don't like that tribe, or I don't like that you because you belong to this religion, I belong to that religion, or because, I don't like you because of what geographical area or part of the country or state or city you from, you know what I'm saying? Or because, You don't think like I do? Well, whoever said we was going to come in this planet Earth as humans thinking exactly the same way, see? So there you go again. You know. But, like I said, because so-and-so is a part of the homosexual, lesbian, LGBT community, or because I don't like LGBT, I don't want to live around no homosexuals or LGBT, I don't want to live around no Christians, I don't want to live around no Muslims, I don't want to live around no Hebrew Israelites, you know, I don't want to be around the Sunni Muslims. I don't want to be around, you know what I'm saying, the Wahabians or the Sabians or the Moors. So, I mean, all this type of divisiveness. And then you don't take one moment to think about, in fact, in the communities that we come from, we do live around them type of people. Whether they are very next door neighbors, or live across the street from us, or down the street, or just a few blocks up from us, they're within that community. So how in the world you don't say that you don't want to be around these type of different people if we do become independent once and for all from our over 400-year oppressors? You see what I'm saying? That's contradicting the purpose right there. When you say stuff like that, you know, or when you think that way, that's contradicting the purpose. I mean, you know, when you got to think about it. When the European colonists came over here to North America, the only thing they understood was they had to get free of Great Britain. Their religious ideologies, whether they were Dutch, whether they was Protestant, whether they were Catholics, you know what I'm saying? None of that didn't matter. Whether they were Lutheran, none of that didn't matter. They had to get from up under oppressor. And that's the goal and objective that they achieved. And basically, that same principle applies to us as soul, dark-skinned soul brothers and sisters here in this country today. That still applies to us after being under 400 years of bondage, you see. So, that, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I mean, just think about it. All them Afghans who want to be free of their oppressor in Afghanistan, they may have different feelings and emotions and opinions about each other. But the only thing they understand is that they don't want to be under the Taliban over there in Afghanistan. And they will go to any length to get away from up under that oppression over there in Afghanistan. So we don't think like that as a people over here in this country, far as dark-skinned people or so. We don't think like that because we're still caught up in our emotions and our feelings. You see, so this is what we continue to get. Nothing but a bunch of rhetoric as a result and no action behind it. Think about all the millions or billions of dollars that they went through the hands of the leadership in the Nation of Islam to the point where we should have been independent by now of our over 400-year oppression, according to their teachings. You see, just think about it. Just sit back and just take a moment and think about that. All these people that wanted a separate nation, all these people that wanted to be a nation under their own constitution like the Moorish Science Temple, what have they done to create an independent nation under their constitution from under the races in this country. No wonder why they still got the American flag next to their Moorish flag. You see, because they wasn't really never intended on getting from up under the races. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's like, and the same thing with the Nation of Islam, just a bunch of religious dogma. You know? Just nothing but a bunch of religious dogma. You know? But when it was time to take action against the Peckerwood, when he was killing some of your brothers that was out there trying to help build the nation back in the 60s, and people like Malcolm X wanted to take further action in terms of taking up arms against the enemy, your leadership said no. We'll let Allah deal with it. Well, has Allah dealt with it yet? I mean, you know, they should have had that same energy when it came to killing Malcolm X, right? So, I mean, we need to understand what type of ideologies we're dealing with. Are they really for us? Are they really against us when it comes to our liberation or being a truly free people? You see what I'm saying? So let me take a momentary break. All right. Just had to take cover. So anyway, I just, you know, so I just wanted you to know this is what we're dealing with. We still don't have no, you always talk about, you know, the legacy of financial wealth, but we don't even have that. But yet trillions of dollars go through our hands every year in this country as a people. But yet we still the poorest group of people of any other ethnicity group in this country, right? The trillions of dollars go through our hands. But we can't do nothing for ourselves with them trillions of dollars, but give it away to our enemies. And I'm talking about those of you in the pro-black conscious community who are always talking about this separation and independence stuff. Because we know the average so-called Negro ain't thinking about none of that. Period. You know, they satisfied with being comfortable slaves. But you talk about wanting to separate, wanting your own nation, and all this other kind of stuff. And all the millions and billions of dollars that went to your hands as organizations and religions, you still ain't accomplished none of that. And I'm even talking about those in that Black Christian organization called the Strana Madonna, who I'm very familiar with. You know, you were supposed to carry it out on the teachings somewhere of Malcolm X, who your leader, Jerry Moji, was influenced by somewhat. You know, but you didn't. So now there you go. Not even a shell of the organization you were when you got started in the 60s. You know? And this just go to show you, and I'm talking about the Black Panthers, the Nation of Islam, all of y'all. You know? Y'all have really failed this present day sole generation of people in this country. Whether y'all want to accept the truth of it or not. And those of you that are still claiming to be a part of some of them organizations, I'm talking about the ones that are not defunct, like some of them other organizations from back in the 60s, in 70s? Well, I'll say to you, why don't you stop the rhetoric and put action behind what you said? Because people are not going to ever take you seriously. You are proving that you're not worthy of being taken seriously. Just through your actions. You know, I had a brother the other day, and I'm not going to say his name. Out of, I'm not going to, expose his anonymity out of respect. But the brother was done with that Nation of Islam crap. He told me, he came to the conclusion that it wasn't nothing but a bunch of, con artistry, which it is. Got brothers, want you to be upright so-calledly, talking all proper, and trying to sound all intellectual, but you ain't getting paid like your leadership is. And that's what's wrong with these organizations. Hey, you out there babbling at the mouth, but still with nothing but lit coming out of your pockets. While they getting all the money and eating all the caviar and doing whatever else they doing with that money that's supposed to be going toward the uplifting the nation. In this term, I remember I used to hear pro-black shoes even back in the 90s, where they say it takes finances to uplift the nation. Well, I don't see where them finances is uplifted any part of us as a community, let alone us as a whole as a community. And really we're not a community. We're not even a shell of a community today. Not even compared back to the 50s and 60s, where we were as people in this nation. And that's a shame. We're not even a shell of what we were as a people in the 50s and 60s in this nation. Just look around you. Despite all your ideologies, all your religious dogma, all your intellectual masturbation, as I would say, you still don't see no positive, clear 1,000% results. Where we have come to the point of truly being a free people and even being able to taste and grasp to a freedom that we've never known in our whole history as a people in this nation. So, what we have done is we've just, once again, mentally masturbated with ourselves all this time, not realizing that we just wasted our time and money and energy on nothing, over nothing. So now we got our people who's old, sick, and tired, giving up on the struggle, and the younger ones ain't even thinking about the struggle hardly. All they just want to do is smoke their weed and party and hardy and get crazy and act like they just don't care, because we have not left them no type of incentive to carry on with in terms of leading us to true freedom of liberation. And so this is why you see our younger generations in the mental and emotional state that they're in. And it's sad. Our families are so divided. But you got Negroes still talking about wanting to go to this place, this heavenly, mysterious place like Africa, which they don't know nothing about the people, but can't even get get along with their own personal family members, let alone other soul people that's not kin to them. But they want to go over there to Africa around some people they completely really don't know nothing about. And what, give away their money like they gave $2 billion away to them folks over there in Ghana, West Africa? Didn't even get no citizenship behind it.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, this is the thing. You know, and this is the reason why we have to understand and realize that we're in a situation where we're facing extermination at this point. There's no other reality standing before us but that right now as a result of our mistakes and us not being willing to correct our errors in terms of guiding our people to true liberation in this country. So, where we're at now is either what we're going to remain at, or we're going to just have to pick ourselves up by our boots and straps, and let's get real about this freedom of liberation struggle and stop BSing. Because we headed for extermination. I don't care if it's 40 some more million of us than what it is now. The races got the resources, the power, of course, to eliminate us all, but they want to. Look around the rest of the world. They got there are many countries, there are countries around the world we don't even hear about that's eliminating their very own populations before the rest of the world's eyes. And I'm talking about in the millions. What you think ethnic cleansing mean when you want to talk about situations like in Sudan, in New Guinea or Papua, in the South Asian Pacific, you know? That situation with them Kurdish people over there in the Middle East that's been going on now for a while, you know? It's called ethnic cleansing. And that's what we're experiencing as soul people in this country. And at the right given opportunity, if these races could speed it up, they will. See, that's what you're not really taking into serious account. But yet, we don't have no defense against that because we caught up in our core feelings, our, stupid opinions that don't mean nothing. Opposing opinions that don't mean nothing. You know, we're caught up in all this crazy stuff, you know? We're caught up in this illusion that some damn mysterious God gonna come from somewhere and save us. You know? And we waiting on God to still do it. While young getting gunned down. Like the Austin Sterlings, the Michael Browns, you know what I'm saying? Getting killed, choked to death. Like Eric Gardner, like George Floyd, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? But yet we still waiting on some God. It ain't even been no justice for our soul sisters like Sandra Bland and Breonna Taylor, but we still waiting on this mysterious God to do something about it. So what, you gonna keep waiting until we all get exterminated one way or another? Because extermination don't mean that they all got to, that they got to just pick up guns and kill us all with. There's various ways they can use to exterminate us. And see, this is what you don't understand about this country that we're living in. You're living in a nation that has a serious situation going on that they have the power, like I said, and the resources to do whatever they want to do to us. But we don't have no defense against it. And plus we're too coward to even take a chance of fighting for our freedom because we so scared. Like, oh man, you look and see all the army tanks they got, all of them South Africans didn't give a damn about them army tanks they had during the apartheid back in the 80s because they knew that they wanted freedom, or at least justice and equality. You see what I'm saying? When they went through all that to free Nelson Mandela, they didn't care nothing about no damn army tanks. They didn't have nothing to lose. So they say, hell, I can't go from losing to winning, right? So, it is what it is. And because of y'all not having that type of mentality over here is where the oppressor is going to continue on having their way with us and doing whatever the hell they want to do to us. But yet, while we still going to remain busy, not being scared to kill each other the way we do, you see what I'm saying? But yet, we don't have that same energy for our external enemy. So this is what we're going to continue getting as a result. Regardless of where you stand at in your ideologies and your religious dogma, which don't mean nothing to them races. Let me repeat it again, which don't mean nothing to them races. They could care less about you being a damn Christian, a Muslim, a Hebrew Israelite, or Aboriginal, Native American, or whatever. They could, or more, or a tribe of Shabazz, or a Sabian, or a Nubian. They could care less about that. You see what they did to Dr. Malachi Z. York when they came down on him and the Nubians back in the early 2000s. They went up in there on that land and Edith, Georgia with tanks, with helicopters, with high-powered weapons aimed down on them, pointed at not only women but children and babies. They didn't care nothing about none of that philosophical BS. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, this is what we're going to continue being at. With all this divisiveness. You see what I'm saying? So, this is the reason why I want to state this even before closing up. This is the reason why, I would rather stay neutral or just not even have anything to do with too many people on social media. And even those who do embrace our platform, the trust is not going to immediately be there because the purge is still on. After all of what we've been through, we're having to kick off this platform that simply was full of ish and BS. Okay? So, that's where I stand at. And that's what I mean. And it's no disrespect, and it's nothing personal. But this is about liberation. All 40 plus million dark-skinned descendants of slaves born in America. And if you don't want to get on board with this soul train called Operation Exodus Mississippi, is sincere with helping us to get to true freedom, justice, and equality, as you always claim you want for us as a people, then I suggest you just stay away from the platform. And that's just that simple. If you can't contribute nothing, essentially, to help us to get to where we need to be at as a truly liberated people, then stay away from this platform. And it's just that simple. I mean, I can't say it no more clear cut than that. You know? And I mean, it's like, you know, if you come to this platform and if you could prove 1,000% that you are worthy of any type of trust, then we'll deal with that when we cross that bridge. And that's to whoever that wishes to come in and embrace this platform. So I'm not talking about anybody particular or nothing like that either. I just want to make that clear. And, you know, I want to say that if you choose to come to this platform, like I said, and want to get on board with this program we got called Operation Exodus Mississippi, then you have to really prove that you can earn our trust. And I don't know no more plainer than to put it than that, you know. So that's why I stand with that on that note. But however, you know, this is serious. We're not trying to repeat the same mistakes that other organizations, you know, that our people were involved in the 60s made. We're not trying to repeat the mistakes again. We should have really learned our lesson by now from that. But apparently we haven't. So, you know, if you want to get on this, you know, soul train with us, called Operation Exodus Mississippi, come on. We welcome you with whatever, you know, essential help that you could bring to the table and essential ideals that will help this work and that will get the job done toward us getting to true freedom and liberation. We wholeheartedly welcome you to. But you got to be 100% honest. Because we're not dealing with no flip-floppers. We simply are not dealing with no flip-floppers any longer. And the minute we detect that, we're going to deal with the problem immediately. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. You know, and I mean, because this is not no game. And even the colonists of this nation, during the inception of this country called the United States of America, understood that. Even Fidel Castro and his people in Cuba who fought against the regime of whatever that guy's name was, Batista, to come from up under the oppression of that leadership of that time in that nation, understood that. You know, even those, you know, that were over there in different places over in Asia and Africa that have over the years been fighting to free themselves from up under oppression, and even in certain parts of Europe that have fought against their oppressors, understood that. We're the only people, as darn announced in the Descendants of Slaves Born Here in America, here in the continent of North America, just seem not to fully understand that. But we're going to understand that whether we're forced to or not. And then, like I say, once we're forced to, it may be too late, you know. But it's unfortunate that it has to take some type of catastrophe, like doing what happened in the 50s and 60s, to force us to say we've had enough, we tired. Why it always got to take something like that? You know? We get up off our ass and do something about taking our liberation, as well as taking our reparations, because that's not even going to be given to us, which has been shown. You know, so, I mean, this is serious. This must be taken serious. Life is serious. Life is no game. And I know some of those of you may say, well, you shouldn't take life too serious. Well, far as the reality of the situation is, life is that serious. Especially if one of them racist cops see you out there and they see a nigga and blow your head off. Well, it's going to be because you didn't take life serious, right? I mean, this is the thing we're dealing with, you know? So, people take things for a joke. People take things too lightly, you know? And plus, because of the fact that we got so damn comfortable off of reaping the benefits of our ancestors from the 50s and 60s, is why we don't take life too seriously. Well, it's time to come up out that bag. It's time to simply snap up out that bag. It's just that simple. We are at war. Our people, my fellow soul people, we are at war. Whether we want to realize it or not, whether we want to accept it or not. Whether we're being victimized or whether we're on the offensive to defend ourselves against oppression, we're at war. And there are casualties in war, just like with any other war. And right now, we're unfortunately the casualties. And we continue being casualties because we're not even trying to defend against the oppression that's being dealt against us every day in this nation as a people. Because we still want to party, smoke our drugs, drink our liquor, bang on the corner, scream and shout and act crazy while we out there high, running around like a chicken with our head cut off, living every day just to get a high fix, you know, and all this other craziness, you know, and insanity that we've allowed ourselves to remain indulged in, you know. So I'll say that we need to really take a look at ourselves, you know. And, you know, our ancestors, whether you want to talk about Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, you know, Frederick Douglass, Nat Turner, and the list goes on, Denmark Vesey, you know, and the list goes on. Them people, if they are looking down on us, they really want to just spit on us. To be honest, cuss us out, but not carrying on the legacy of what they left behind as far as us obtaining true freedom, justice, and equality for us as a people in this country, which they died for, which they was willing to die for, which they didn't have to, because they could have just simply accepted their condition, just like we still accepting our condition, you see. And while we sitting up here, you know, benefiting off of their struggle gains, we not even giving that thought. At least we ain't showing it through our actions, you know. So, I mean, you know, we have to really take into account and consideration for all this serious stuff that we must consider as we, you know, push on course with this life. Because like I said, we gonna either be willingly up for the task to take our liberation, or we gonna be forced to. And like I say, when we're forced to, it may be too late, but hopefully it don't have to be that way. And with that said, in closing, I'd like to give shout outs to our brother Angel, our number one soul brother, Angel Snuff 7, the deacons in the chat, and the other ones that are with us in the chat. And, you know, and I would like to also give acknowledgement to the ancestors who passed the torch on to us when we dropped the ball at. And I would also like to say that we must now pick that ball up so we could be able to pass it on to the next generations to come behind us, because we have work to do. You know, freedom and liberation just don't get handed to you. You gotta work for it.
Yes.
You gotta do some work. It ain't about laying around on your ass being lazy. You gotta do some work. You know, and that means that if you're willing to do that, you got to consider that you got to sacrifice some social programs that we benefit from as a people. I mean, we got to sacrifice a whole lot of other stuff, because freedom, real freedom, is not going to be handed to you. And with that said, I will conclude with this message, and let our brother Angel Snuff 7 carry us out. Peace.
Alrighty then. Like I told you, I didn't have any intent to really say anything.
No, you can close the video out, brother.
But I do want to add a little bit to what you said, because there's a talking point that these Aboriginal, these black folks, African Americans, whatever they want, whatever we call ourselves, but they don't want to be African Americans. They want to be Aboriginal, Aborigines. They are the original Native American. Okay. I don't know how familiar you are with their talking points. If you listen to a little bit of Alquan, you will hear some of those talking points. And I'm
familiar with that because when I was in to them Nuwapian teachings, I used to hear them talk that mess all the time. So
okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
And, you know, Dr. Malakazi York called us descendants of the Yamasi Native American tribe. We're supposed to have been descendants as well as the Chickasaw tribe.
Yeah.
The Ouachita tribe, which didn't claim us. You know what I'm saying? You know, he got this from under teachings of a sister that was a part of that tribe in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And tried to incorporate her teachings without even her acknowledgement or permission, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bunch of you know, bull rubbish, you know, bull hog rubbish, you know. Yeah. So I exactly know what you're talking about, brother.
Yeah. So when we had our talk on this topic not too long ago, the other day, was it the weekend? I forgot. My days get all messed up. I think it was the weekend Sunday. But one of their talking points, and if I had wrote down my notes, I probably would have included it. But one of their talking points is, this is Turtle Island. There's another name for North America, but the simple label for this continent is called Turtle Island. And this belongs to the Native American people, which these black folks, they are the original. They are the original Aboriginal. They are the original people of this continent. They didn't come from Africa. They were already here when the white man got here. And that's the narrative that they carry. Now, at the same time, Alquan, this vicious cyber troll, him and his partners in the Aboriginal movement, Aborigines, whatever the hell they call themselves. One of their talking points is that this is Turtle Island, and America needs to give them their land back. They say it all the time. I see it in the comments on Facebook all the time. Give us our land back. Give us our land back. Well, first of all, nobody owns land. Nobody. You can't own land. Only thing you can do is rent it. You can only call yourself control or own land as long as you can defend that piece of territory. Once you can't defend that territory, it no longer belongs to you. You even see it in the animal kingdom. A bear would kick another bear's ass and take over his territory. You see it among ants. Ants go to war, kill off other ants to take over the territory. So who knows how many ants would die? Who knows how many bears would die? Who knows how many people would die? You own the land, but you can't take it with you. And who's to say that these people, they didn't take the land from somebody? You know, this reminds me of a story. My brother's father, he stole a tackle box, a brand new tackle box. Had everything that you want, that you need to go fishing in. Mind you, he stole this. He did not own it. He stole this box from somebody else. But now it's his, right? This is my box. But you stole it. It's my box. What is that they always say? Ownership is something part of the law or whatever. If it's in your hands, you own it or something. I forgot exactly how that goes. And if nobody didn't know no better, the only one they ever saw with the box is him, so he's the owner. But he confessed he stole that box. And then one day he came home crying. And he was crying because somebody stole it from him. You weren't the owner anyway. You stole it from somebody. So you got people here and all over the world claiming territory, claiming land. That's my land. Because you had the land or you occupied the land for a certain period of time. But that does not necessarily mean that you own the land. Matter of fact, in ancient times, as you go deeper into human history, humans, to my knowledge, were nomadic people. They never stayed. Human beings acted like a lot of animals do. They were nomadic because the seasons would change, and so they would move wherever the food would be, like a lot of animals do. Lions, when the antelope move, the lions move. They're not going to stay where they're at because they're started there. So they have to go to wherever the water, the food is at. That's how they do. So you have Alquan and a lot of these Aboriginal folks, and they get together and they laugh at the Pan-Africans and have a good time. You want to go to Africa and blah, blah, blah. But if you look at what you're doing and what you're saying, you're not any better. You don't have a Native American tongue that you speak. And then you talk, give me my land. Okay. If this is your land and it belongs to you, take it. Because that's what the white boy did. He took it. The original people that was on this land, he came and he took it. That's how he got it. So, again, nobody owns land. You can only call yourself own it only to the point you can defend it. Once you can't defend it, it goes into a new owner. And y'all say that's stealing. But that's how it has been done for hundreds and hundreds of years all over the world. Tribes and families go to war and they kick other people off land they was on. That's how, and that's what you see under a patriarchal society. That's how you see. So you're no better than the Pan-African talking about he gonna go to Africa. Here you are talking about Turtle Island. This is my land. Well, take it then. You really think these people, their ancestors came over here, and it's not like they got it for free. They had to fight the weather. They had to fight the animals. They had to fight the native people that was here. It wasn't given to them on no silver platter. But these people, that's my land. That's my land. And these people in Washington, D.C., or whoever is in Washington, D.C., supposed to say, yeah, them Negroes is claiming to be original Americans. Let's give them their land back. That ain't how things work. It sounds stupid. It's not going to never happen. And then you see them on Facebook, a lot of them. They're no different than the Pan-Africans. They dress up in what they think is Native American clothes, and some of them have learned a little bit of language and whatever. Alquan. And see, Alquan is really pathetic because he's just a Negro. He's not even trying to be some Aborigine. He's just a Negro making videos in his car, looking at the white women go up and down his street because he don't live with the black folks. He live in a mixed community, and I can guarantee you it's mostly Caucasian people. That's why he only makes reference to Caucasian people when he's talking in his videos, because that's how he's living. He's in the Caucasian community, watching them Caucasian women walk up and down the street. While he making his video, he's so blackety black. And this is another thing before I close out about him. How you gonna be so pro-black, blackety black, but you claiming to be some Aboriginal? I guess that's the blackness of Yeah, but black Native Americans aren't labeled, aren't identified as black. When you think about pro-black, you don't think about no Native American, even though they have dark skin. That's an American Negro thing, pure American Negro thing. You don't think about no, I'm an Aboriginal Native American when you talking pro-black. And most blackity black pro-black, when they talking about pro-black, they talking about loving your dark skin, you a slave living in America, and your ancestors came from Africa or whatever. They're not talking about no Native American. The whole thing, all the crap is confusing. That's why I say, and that's what we do here, we leave all of it alone. Just leave it alone. So we don't have to go on debate nobody over the stuff. And nobody's going to want to debate us over that because we're not into that. And we don't have to defend that confusion. It says in the Quran that Allah, God, is not the author of confusion. Hell, we're not into confusion. We create our own thing based upon what our ancestors gave us. And since we created it, nobody can tell us how it's supposed to go. Because we are the creators. Alquan is not the creator of nothing. He's a follower. Guye Nollywood Jr. is a follower. They following something. They copying something. They plagiarizing something. They got to reference a religious book. They have to reference a scholar or a historian. All these different things. Because they're followers. They have no vision. They have no creativity. They don't even have a purpose. They're trying to be something that they're not. And you want to know something? October the 31st is probably their favorite holiday because now they can all dress up in these costumes that they trying to wear, because that's all it is. Just because I wear a Batman costume don't make me Batman. Just because you put on some stuff and try to look like an African don't make you an African. What they said, you can dress a pig in a tuxedo, he's still a pig. He's not a man, he's still a pig. You can teach a dog how to play basketball. It's still a dog. And so we really look stupid in front of the world, all identity confused, because the world is looking at you like, you're not that. You're not an African American. You don't act like no African. Even those people would tell you. But they're not going to tell you and make you too upset because they want your money. Could you buy, you buy all that African related stuff. They don't mind taking your money and they talking about you behind your back. Look at those silly Negroes. Even some of these Native American type people are probably getting hip to the thing, and they don't mind selling these brand new, newly founded Aboriginal Negroes, sell you some feathers and some elixirs and a pipe, a peace pipe, and all the other stuff, that goes along with that mentality. So if I was Alquan or any of these Aboriginals, you ain't no damn better than the Hebrew Israelite or the Black Christian or the Pan African or any of this stuff that we got going out here. You're none of it. And we look so wacky and awkward trying to be something that we never was. Because you think that is better than the legacy that we've been handed down from our ancestors simply because they came off a slave plantation. But if you truly understood and really knew our history, look what our people, look what our ancestors have accomplished. And that's where they come from. You should be proud, but you feel some kind of shame. And you feel shame because you yourself have accomplished nothing. You've done nothing. Like we said in the last video live stream, The black man is the original man. We are the original people. But we do nothing original. We claim to have the supreme wisdom, supreme knowledge, and we've done nothing supreme. It's all hype. It's all hype. And see, they don't like us when they meet us because we're gonna put you in check, and we're gonna wake you up out of your delusions. Because I'm not gonna let that slide. And I don't mind debating some of these people, but it is our experience. They can't debate. They cry too quick. They're too emotional over their stuff. You see Alquan come here. He's not a debater. He comes here and just have these old dumb questions over and silly, and he act like he's smart. And it's irritating. You're not making any headway. He's trying to do like what Piggly Wiggly used to say all the time. Try to throw shit on the wall hoping something will stick. That's his technique. That's what he does. But as far as actually debating, and I will, I'm going to play later on probably, or maybe in the morning. I'm going to play Sister Nova response to Black Son. She went off on him. She's an arrogant person. She has no degree in psychology, no degree in psychiatry, and she knows all about mental health. She's a very arrogant person, and she's guilty of everything that she talks about others. She's guilty of that and more. I will invite her to this channel, and I will debate you, lady, calling me some devil, talking about I'm her enemy. I haven't done a damn thing to you. We will prove, and I can easily prove, that you betrayed us and you stabbed us in the back. And let the people decide. Because I know how to sit back in the cut, let you talk and be quiet. You don't want none of this. And if I knew I could come to your channel and do the same thing, I'll do it. Shut your damn mouth. Let me speak. Let me talk. And back and forth. And let the people decide what is what. Which they have already did that, because the demons of darkness ain't did nothing. Didn't slow our roll at all. You flag our channel. You did the slandering and the lying. And it didn't slow us down at all. You're the one on your channel, quiet. You're the one lost all your allies, all these friends and buddies. You're the one walking alone. You're the one that has no energy to do live streams, and because you don't have nothing to talk about. The people came to you because of what you was. They didn't come to you and want to listen to you because you was talking all that Christian stuff. They can go to listen to T.D. Jakes or some damn body. These people on this side of the river don't care nothing about Christianity, and they even tell you that in your chat room. I don't believe in that. They want to hear you bash the brothers, and they want to hear you talk about how crazy black men is, and some of that other negative garbage that you was talking about. And they want to hear you cuss and beef with Sinetta and call Nepal a Jezebel and all this other stuff. But I challenge her to a debate over this. You'll lose. She's not going to do it. And I've proven I can be quiet. That last talk I had with that one brother over his book, I didn't say anything. I just let him talk. He cut me off. I was so quiet, he had to ask me, oh, are you going to say anything? I just want to make sure that you're done. He didn't have nothing coming either. None of you going to have anything coming when you can't run your big ass mouth, screaming, hollering, all the other foolishness that you're used to doing. So on that note, I just wanted to get that off my chest. And plus, I just wanted to add that because I missed it in our original talk. And that's one of their primary talking points. This my land. Get my land back. We'll take it. If it's your land, take it. If you're not going to take it, y'all happy Indian ass ain't going to get together and take it. Sit your happy ass down and shut up. People in the chat room don't have no mercy on people. They just don't. They go hard on everybody. They don't give a damn about Noble. They don't give a damn about that brother with Palmetto Star, whatever loser ass. They don't give a damn about none of these people. Right now, black side is on their good side. It ain't gonna take much. Next thing you know, he'll be that loser ass black side. Silly Negro, loser. It ain't gonna take too much. But it seems as though black side, first of all, he's an atheist. And he was on here, and black side stayed on point, if you notice. He didn't go off, off in La La Land. He stayed on topic. And a lot of these people, they can't stay on topic. He stayed on topic. And he knows the deacons, we made a lot of videos joking about him, his porn star status and all this crazy stuff. He didn't trip off none of that. He didn't trip off none of it. Because in the grand scheme of things, it don't mean anything. We so emotional. Everything is so serious to us. Well, if it's so serious to you, let's take control of a state. Well, it ain't that serious, you lazy ass. They don't have enough energy for that. They have enough energy.
But they pick to have energy for certain other stuff, but not for the real stuff.
Right. Yeah. Got a lot of energy for dumbass stuff. No energy for something. Not even the things that they want to do, they don't put no energy in. And I was shocked that Black Side, because I really didn't know about Black Side. He said he'd been listening to me ever since what, like early 2000s, 2008, 2009. What? Because he remember when myself and this other brother was going back and forth. So that was at least 2008. And I really didn't even know who Black Side was till 2013. That's amazing. But I'm going to play this video later tonight or early in the morning from this channel where Sister Noble is going off on Black Side. So she can't say that we're not fair. We're not, give equal opportunity. Matter of fact, if she really was brave and if she wasn't so damn emotional, we could all talk this whole thing out. It don't even have to be in the public and squash. We don't have to be friends, but we can squash it the crap once and for all. But you're dealing with people that's arrogant, people that don't want to accept responsibility for what they do. She's calling people backstabbers and traitors. Right. I'm the enemy. If I'm such an enemy, if I'm all these things, give me my money back that I paid your car off. Give me the money back. If I'm such a bad person, throw away that telephone and computer, take those tires off your car. You know, folks, you're such an enemy and you hate people so much. I'm your enemy, but you're gonna hold on to bits and pieces of the enemy that you got, that you can benefit from. Y'all full of crap. Because I know if somebody that I really didn't like gave me a car, I get rid of it. And I've seen people do it. I've seen people, they fall out. You can have your damn chair back. You can have your damn couch. Here, take your car keys. I done seen them because they don't want nothing to do with them. They want nothing to do with them at all. I've seen it. Hell, my mother done it. I don't like that. Get the hell out of my house. Take all this. I'm like, woo. She's not going to do it because she needs it. She's too lazy to make it on her own. But, yeah, I just want to throw that out there. And the deacons are premiering another short video at 10 p.m. I guess that's Central Time. I guess that's
You talking about this evening?
Yeah, 10 p.m. this evening.
Okay, send me the link to it then when it go live.
Yeah. Well, you should be subscribed to that channel.
I'm not subscribed to their channel.
Well, go into the description box and subscribe to that channel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's 10 p.m. Central Time.
What is their channel called now?
Hashtag Deacons of Reality.
Okay, Deacons of Reality. Okay.
Yeah. Hashtag Deacons of Reality. Or you can go on Google and just put in Deacons of Reality, because when I do it, their channel, a video from their channel pops up.
Just go in there and just put Deacons of Reality.
Yeah, Deacons of Reality. Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, but the link is in the description box.
All right.
Yeah. So, on that said, we want to thank Brother Taalik for his words this evening rather. And again, I'm going to play Sister Noble's response to a Black Sign either tonight or early in the morning. I'm going to see if I can get that together. So, all right. We're done. So, you're welcome. You're welcome. So with that said, as in the words of our ancestor Don Cornelius, he always said is imparting, I wish us love, peace, and soul. And where's that little thing now?